Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. We're going to be talking about the game Black Desert Online today, and we're actually going to be talking about the fame system that they've integrated to the game. And the other day I got an email that said House Fun or House Fame Fun, which I thought was associated with my actual house, and it's not. I was scratching my head thinking, well, when did this start? And so I did some research. And it's the new fame system they added to the game. And like an idiot, I wasn't paying attention to patch notes. Like I think a lot of people do not. They just assume they'll see it in the game and they'll know what it's about. I'm going to actually explain it today so that you'll know what this new fame system is all about within Black Desert Online. So let's get into the game. I'm just standing here. My house is down here. And I want to show you, everybody should be getting these messages now. House, Fame, Fun. And if you click that, you're going to be getting some silver. And in my case, if I did a receive, I'm going to send it to my storage. I'm going to do a receive, and I'm going to say maximum. So in my case, it's 462,000 silver. Okay? And I just say okay, because I just send it right to my warehouse. So I got that out of the way. I assumed in my last video this had something to do with my actual house. It doesn't. And I'm going to explain it right now to you. So hit P. And you're going to see this new, it might have something to do with my house. I don't think they've incorporated in the statistics and why they come up with these numbers. And I'm just going to tell you what I know about it. And this number here, this 883, if I highlight it, it says House Fame. This is your total fame that you've accumulated since you've played the game. Now they've called it House Fame, I'm assuming because they want it to feel like a Klingon Empire, your house. You know what I mean? In Star Trek, that's what it means. And it doesn't really have anything to do with the actual house and the furniture you've got in the game. Because when you start looking at these numbers, it's going to start making sense to you. Now, Combat Fame. Now, this number is low for me because I haven't spent a lot of time in this game with combat. But what the game does is it does a tiering system. So the higher you get, the more points you get into this. So if you've got a 65 level character, you'd have cap points. And I think the cap points are quite high. I don't know what they are, but it's an incentive to max out your characters. And what's great about this number here, in these numbers that we're going to talk about, they all come across all your alternates. So if your alternate is 50th level, you're going to get credit for that character here. It's totaled across all your characters, which is pretty cool. Your life fame, and this again is across all your alternate characters. So if you got one alt that's a high in cooking and you got another alt that's good at gathering, you're going to get credit for that because again, it's your entire alternates, anything you've ever done in this game. And you'll see where the tiers are. It says right there, if you read it, how much you get per value tier. And I can highlight this again so you'll see how much I get depending on what that number is. And then it adds it up to this 883, which and then it all adds up to that 400 and something silver that I get each day. Special fame. This is your contribution points in your knowledge. It's not energy, it's your knowledge. So it takes into account your knowledge and it takes into account the contribution points you earned, and it formulates these numbers. Now I can get into the specifics of what each one of these numbers is about, but I mean, let's make this simple, okay? If you work on knowledge and contribution, you're going to get this number up. You're going to work on life skills. You're going to get, now your life skills, get this, your characters have to be over professional. You won't get any credit for life skills unless that alternate or your main has that skill over professional. And it accounts for all the life skills. And then this is your combat fame. It's based on your levels. And then your total number is right here. And in my case, it's 883. Well, you're going to ask yourself, Tarkis, is it worth grinding fame? And I watched 4 videos on this topic, each person talking what they thought. I've done the math, and no, it's not. What's great about this system, though, is you get money for doing nothing. Let's say you go on vacation for a week and you come back. You'll have 7 days worth of of 500,000 payouts. So you get something for being away. This was also put into place, I think, to entice those people who haven't played in a while, because they'll be able to come back to the game and have like 100 million or whatever, because they've retroactive this. So if you created a character 2 weeks into the game and haven't come back to play, you've got this sitting in your bank or your mail waiting to get, because they're giving it to you retroactively. This is a great way to get passive income for doing absolutely nothing in the game. Now, if you try to do the hard numbers, yeah, you could try to grind these three abilities or these fame points, but in the reality, you know, you're going to get more per hour grinding mobs than you ever were running around the world trying to get energy nodes. You got to do that for a specific reason, and your reason should not be to accumulate the most fame. I mean, if you're one of those people that feel like you have to have the highest fame number, now that's all the power to you. But I'm talking to those people who are saying, Tarkis, for the most bang for my buck, silver per second that I play, would it be smart to get my fame numbers up? And I'm telling you, no. It's not smart to focus on that. It's smart to focus on other things that get you money that might contribute to these points, and that's the way the system's, I believe, supposed to, for now, is supposed to work. Because the reality, for 500,000 a day, I could get that in like 5 minutes of my time. So I'm not going to try to spend 1,000 hours getting these numbers up to get 1 million. I think the most you can get is 1.7 million. So if you took all these values and add them together, so it is, to me, it's not realistic to put all my eggs into this basket. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone. But I wanted to explain to you why you've been getting that email and how they're putting this together. And again, you can look up yourself if you want to know the values or the calculations that the game gods created for this. You can do that yourself. But I just wanted to point them out in what they actually meant, because again, it was in the patch. I didn't read it, and I just kind of was thinking the other day, it says house fun, and it must be something to do with my house. But again, I don't believe it is. I don't think they're equating any of that into the calculation. All right. Well, this is really all I wanted to talk about today. And I did do a video yesterday on my wealth. And if you missed that video, I was talking about I had hit the 3 billion mark. And then right now I'm just running around the town trying to get Blackstone powder, like I had shown in other videos. I get bored and I'm like, yeah, let's go grind some stones. And this morning it hasn't been that great. I think I haven't seen a lot of people on the server today. It's Thursday morning, or it's Thursday mid-afternoon my time Eastern, and it should pick up in a little bit. It should. This is kind of neat, huh? They're adding celebration stuff for each holidays that's out there. This is for obviously Valentine's Day. So if I should be able to sit on this, right? Yeah, okay. And if I got rid of the UI, okay, the UI's gone. So there I am. There's Tarkis sitting here with his red head. It all blends in. That's pretty cool, huh? Well, I didn't want to spend too much time just, sitting on a couch all day. So I want to thank you for joining me. And if you have questions or you've got some input on this subject and the hard calculations, please comment in the YouTube channel where this is being posted. Thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkis Zone.